Hi, I'm Paige.
And I'm Jade.
And today we are going to be talking about One Direction.
Guns! Don't play with guns. Play with finger guns.
Or water guns.
Oh, good one.
Oh, thanks.
So if you're from the US or the UK, you're one of the lucky people that is going to have One Direction in a city near you very soon.
Which means that your city is about to be overridden with fangirls.
It's going to be completely crazy. So we have a couple of tips, pieces of advice, and stuff for you to just keep in mind when the crazy weekend for you arrives.
So let's get started.
So to start us off, we're going to talk about some of the necessities you're going to need for your concert day adventures.
Okay, so the first thing we thought about is comfortable shoes. And you want to pick out a pair of shoes that A, look good with your outfit, B, are, like I said, comfortable, and just anything that you might have to endure that day.
You never know when you're going to have to chase a car.
Or you might get hit by a car.
Alright, so 2, you're going to be spending the whole day outside, so that means you have to be prepared for basically any kind of weather. You're going to need a rain jacket in your backpack, you're going to need an umbrella if possible, but most likely since it's summer it's going to be hot outside, so you're really going to need water, tons of it. You're going to need sunscreen, you're going to need breathable clothes that you won't get too sweaty in. And yeah, hair elastics, anything that will keep you really not that hot.
Or sweaty.
Or too sweaty, yeah. Body spray so you don't smell.
Deodorant.
Deodorant. Oh gosh, deodorant. People reek when you're in the crowd completely.
Oh, it's so uncomfortable, especially if the concert's general admission.
Yeah, so make sure you bring all that stuff. Don't smell and make other people uncomfortable. It's very, very, very important.
And you're going to want to start the day with a fully charged phone, and your best friends is going to be Google Maps and any following apps that you have.
Especially Twitter, because you can follow update accounts. Make sure that they're reliable, valid update accounts that will tell you exactly where any of the boys may be located, what they're doing. That will definitely help you if you're on a mission to meet them. Now this little guy will be your best friend on the day of your concert. This is a portable phone charger, and it will charge, this one exactly, will charge your phone 3 times over throughout the day. So basically, this has kept my phone alive so I can figure out where people are, so I can keep in contact with my friends in case I get lost. Whatever city you are in, it's most likely a big city, and you can get lost very easily. This keeps your Google Maps app alive, so you can find out where you are and not get lost and get to your concert in time because of it. Just generally a really important thing to have.
They're also really handy because I actually don't have one, and I had to wait for outlets, and people were sometimes really rude and they wouldn't give me the outlet, and I was like, we're all here to see the same freaking people. But you're also going to want to bring a camera to capture any important events that happened or any song you want to record. And if you want to get a good high shot of anything, a selfie-nator is going to be your best friend because you can hold it above the crowd and you get the best shot possible. So you're going to need to bring money as well, and I would recommend bringing 2 forms of it, debit and cash.
These 2 are actually really good to have because since it's a very fast-paced day, you're going to need to have cash that you can pay quickly, because if the boys are in your area and something were to happen while you're paying for something, you can just throw the cash on the counter, run. If you have change, keep your change depending on if you're going to be doing that. But also debit, because you can buy bigger purchases with this, because I would recommend that you don't bring a ton of cash around just because the cash can get stolen easily. Debit can't, so this is kind of your backup form of payment. And yeah.
So this next topic or tip or whatever you want to call it is very near and dear to me because I had such a bad experience with it at my last One Direction concert, and it's to bring food. It's a long day, you're gonna get hungry, honestly, trust me guys, bring snacks.
And it's also very good just to bring snacks that you can put in your bag. If you're sitting outside a hotel or out behind a barrier, somewhere where you can't leave your spot or you could lose your chance of meeting someone important like one of the boys, obviously, you really don't want to move
out of that position.
So you need to stay in that spot with your snacks. You don't have to leave, but you also don't have to starve to death. And at the end of the day, if you haven't gotten noticed by any of them yet, and you've gone to the hotel, you've stopped all day, and you haven't gotten noticed by any of them, which is very, very, very common, it's happened to me 3 years in a row, one of the things you can do that really has helped me out is get something you can throw on stage. And trust me, the crowd loves throwing things on stage. You bounce it around. People like to say just that they bounce it around, the whole crowd is pumped up. They'll throw it gets on stage, the boys might touch it, play with it, take pictures with it. It's really good. It happened to me. It was a great experience. So just do it. Trust me, do it. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's so... So we just named like a lot of things. So obviously you're gonna need something to carry them in, and I would personally recommend backpacks. They, like, you don't have to like worry about them like falling off, and you can just like run quickly with them on, and they're just a lot more convenient than a purse. So yeah, backpacks are where it's at for concerts.
Now that we've given you a bunch of advice on what to bring, we're now going to give you advice on exactly what you should do if anything were to happen throughout today, and how to deal with different situations, different people, different things happening. I don't know, everything. We have it here. We're going to give you the advice.
So our first piece of advice is to arrive at the hotel early, because there's going to be a lot of people there, and if you can, like, stay on top of update accounts. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but stay on top of update accounts, and like, if you can, turn on the notifications, because it's going to help you a lot.
This next piece of advice will save you so much anxiety, and I'm telling you honestly, you really need to listen to this. When you hear screams at a concert, and you just hear it and you're like, oh my god, they're over there, ignore the screams. People will scream at nothing. If people are looking down at these cars in the parking lot that the boys are, and a random dude walks out, he can just literally be the maintenance guy who just keeps the room clean. I don't know. They will scream so loud, and then everybody runs, and it's like a stampede of girls, and it's crazy, and usually it's nothing, and then you just kind of...
Okay, so this next one is so important again. We've had such bad experiences. Do not trust security guards. They are not trying to help you.
Especially because it is their job, and you have to remember it's their job to keep the crowds under control, to keep the fans from hurting themselves, to keep the boys safe. It's important that they will say anything to you basically. It's important that you know that, because they will tell you to stay in a certain spot even, and say, oh, they're gonna come out here, you're gonna meet them, blah blah, but they won't be coming there, and they'll be keeping you in that spot, telling you these lies so you won't go to the actual place they might be entering, the hotel, what they might be going to. So trust me, do not trust security guards. They're not your friend. This is going to kind of contradict what we just said, but security guards also can make things happen for you. So do not show them sass. Do not show them attitude. Don't be rude to them. Don't throw things at them. Don't boo them. It has its benefits. At the concert last year, when me and my friend's ball just got thrown on stage and we were all excited about it, the security guards saw that we weren't like... We were kind of freaking out. He saw how excited we were, and we had actually been friendly to him earlier in the day because this little girl needed some help, so we kind of helped her out. So I guess he maybe, in my brain, I think he remembered that, because later on he came and he let us go. He let us go to the front row. Plus it was my friend's birthday, which I think also helped because she had a birthday button on. So he kind of came up to us after the wall thing happened. He's like, hey, there's some extra seats in the front row if you want to go up there, because we were only like 20 rows back. So definitely be nice to them. They can make some things happen for you.
If you do get the chance to see one of the boys, or like someone who's associated with them, don't bother them if like they're eating lunch or they're doing something, because last year when we went, we saw Lou and Gemma eating lunch, and they actually had to move inside because people kept on like walking by them and saying hi, which is kind of like really disrespectful. They're just eating their lunch. Let them live.
When you're out on the streets and you're stalking and you're looking for people, or when you're in the concert, you're going to want somebody else to be on your side, which means all those other girls around you with the same goals as you, make friends with them. I've made friends with some, and I still stayed in contact with them till this day. I've stayed in contact with them, and just having other people on the streets that maybe aren't in the same place as you at the time, but you met them and you have each other's contact information, they can tell you if they see something happening, and that's even a step up from having an update account.
Another one is to not make yourself late if you're at like the hotel stalking. I know it's kind of hard to get like wrapped up in like you might meet the boys, but you are there to see them in concert, so like have fun at the hotel, but don't make yourself late for what you really came for and like what you're paying for.
This one's a little bit it's a little bit hard to explain, but pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't get wrapped up in where the crowd is, where the screaming girls are coming from. And you can maybe find a place that you can maybe get noticed. So for me, I did that last year. I'll just explain the story. There was a road, and the day before, because this was the second night of the concert, because they had a show the night before in the same venue, Niall had taken a picture, taking a picture of the Air Canada Centre, because I was at the Toronto show. He had taken a picture coming from the road, and I guess he snapped from his car, passing by, and then there was a stop sign on that same road. So what me and my friends decided to do is we knew which way he was going to be coming from the hotel, because he had come that way before, and we went to the stop sign where the crossing guard was, because we knew their car was going to have to stop at that stop sign because of the law, and by doing that we were able to be waved to by Niall, Liam, Louie, and Zane. All of them waved to us from the car. Nobody was standing with us near that stop sign. We were the only one really in that whole outdoor area. And like before the concert, I got to meet them, so not to meet them, I didn't meet them. Just got to get noticed
So close.
by them. So close! But yeah, definitely pay attention.
Okay, so buy your merch outside of the venue before your concert, because more than likely the lines are going to be shorter, and when like the concert venue opens, the merch tables are just going to be crazy and they're just going to be super packed, and you're probably not going to get what you want because they sell out. And also buy merch in general because you're going to regret it. Like, you want memories to kind of like look back on your concert. No matter how badly you want to go to the concert, if you don't have tickets, do not buy scalper tickets. I had a friend who bought scalper tickets for $100 and they got 3 of them, so that's $300, and they were fake tickets, so they didn't even get to see the show. It's just not worth it at all.
And out of all this crazy advice that we've given you, it is very, 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 very important.
You're gonna hit me in the face.
Sorry. Very important to remember to be careful. Everybody around you is trying to have the same goals as you do. Everyone gets a little bit crazy over these boys. So make sure you be careful. Things can get so out of hand. People can get hurt. You've seen them. If you're like a fan like I am, you've seen that they've tweeted that people need to be careful. They can't run into the
snake habitat.
Just like that. So, and I'm telling you, last year I was at the hotel and there was the boys' car came out of the hotel, out of the parking lot, and girls just started chasing them down the street, through the streets, even though there was traffic, just to get to their car when it was at a stoplight. And I kind of got pushed with the crowd right into the street, and I didn't mean to, and I was trying to get out, and I just got pushed right into a busy street with a whole crowd of girls, and it was really, really scary. And then I was just ended up smushed back into their car, and like I didn't want to be there. I was a little bit freaked out at that point, so please just be careful, try to stay out of trouble. Make sure you get home in one piece. It's not worth it to meet anybody or get a picture with them or anything if you're not going to be safe while doing it and you're going to hurt yourself in the process. So please, please, please be careful. And this last point is going to be kind of cheesy, but make sure you have lots of fun no matter what happens throughout the day. Make sure you take it all in and make sure you just let yourself enjoy what's going on, because you paid a lot of money to be there. You were looking forward to it for a really long time. Make sure you just have a great time. Make some friends. Don't care what other people think. So, I want to go to a concert!
Oh, this is so far away.
So do I. So that's all we have for you guys today. Have fun this summer. Make some memories. Just be crazy. Do whatever you want. And make sure you enjoy the day, like we said. And if you're going to Toronto this summer, we will see you there. So, see you guys later.
I'm Paige.
I'm Jade, and we will see you in the future.
Bye.
By the way,
If you are wondering why we have not filmed for so long, it is because I have been working. She has been at university, but it is now summer vacation, so she is back forever. Well, for like
4 months.
But still,
we will be filming. We'll be trying to do lots of summers, so we will see you guys lots of summer.
stay tuned.
I'm gonna keep doing this for the rest of my life.
Oh, hallelujah, up for it.